wake you for the 4 months. Hello. Okay. Yeah, I almost knocked over a glass and broke it. I'm good though. I am good. I am good. How's everyone doing? Howdy. Where are you going? Hi. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday. Every time I write that, I hear it in that voice. Happy Sunday, everyone. Like I'm a white lady at a Sunday church. Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday. The barbecue's gonna be after church today. I built a shed today. Ashley, thank you for the 7 months. I know everyone keeps asking when I'm gonna go on the podcast. I don't know. I'm like trying to start my own podcast and all these things. Better than E-Rob. I didn't see E-Rob's shed, so I don't know. But this thing costs about $100 off Amazon, so you can imagine the quality. Yeah. So, but I built it. Yeah. Beefoo, thank you for the Prime Gaming. My mom was just telling me she loves My Cousin Vinny because she saw it in theaters shortly after moving from Michigan. My dad's home say, yeah, My Cousin Vinny, it's a classic. I thought of it because I was thinking about Marissa Tomei, and then I was thinking about the Oscars controversy that we talked about when I was talking about Oscars controversies. And I was like, you know what? Let me see if My Cousin Vinny's on YouTube. And it was. Go figure. I said to Will, I was like, do you think I should watch My Cousin Vinny on stream? And he was like, that's a good one. And then he just started quoting it. And I forgot how many good lines are in that movie. Have I seen those $3,500 mini houses that you can buy on Amazon? No, I haven't. People buying those? Is that the thing? I know he looks lost because he wants to know where his dad is. Who he likes better, I guess. You okay? It's because I gave him a really short walk and he's mad. I was scrambling because I really wanted to get live by 5 and I almost made it. All right, what did everybody do for themselves? I didn't stream yesterday, so you had since Friday to do something good for yourself. Anybody do anything good? On your day off from my stream yesterday? Slept in, that's always good. Cooked real food, my God. I need to go to the grocery store so badly. I've been saying that every day this week. Oh, you did your nails? Nice. Mine look like absolute ass. I miss my long nails. Closing date for your house? Nice. Watch Goodfellas and Parasite. 2 good movies. Took your pop to see Renfield. Did you guys like it? Shop, bought some shoes and jeans. Gave your pup a bath. A whole ass lasagna. What's an ass lasagna? Do you put your butt in it? Oh yeah, no, Will with an icon level entrance. Yep. Yeah, here. Those of you who were on the or watched this stream on Friday. Yeah, he goes, I see him getting ready. I'm like, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm going to wear the outfit.
Wow.
What the fuck is this
You
shit?
look good.
I'm here for the rocket launch. Oh, this? some gardening before, so I'm sorry if I'm.
What
Oh,
the
this old
fuck?
thing?
You look insane.
Why?
Yeah, I mean,
Look
in a great way.
awesome.
Oh, thank you.
You look
Wait,
sick.
you need to show the whole
Why are you
fit.
dressed like this?
You know why?
As I said, I was doing a little gardening. So this is just my outdoor, out and about. You know,
Just
yeah.
normal. Show the gloves. Wait,
Oh,
dude, you
those are
broke
my
the
gardening.
camera. I'm not even kidding.
And you smell good.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What the fuck? Show your shoes.
Everything's from Kirkland.
He says everything's from.
Kirkland brand.
Kirkland.
It's insane what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what he did to me.
Okay.
I don't know.
He had to attempt to show up Miss Valky Ray because of her Vogue spread. So Will can't be in her presence and not be wearing that. Listen, I'm seeing all the things that you guys did for yourselves, and I like it. Did I have a productive day yesterday? Yes, I did. And then yes and no. I didn't do as many things as I wanted to, which is pretty classic. But I did get some things done. I worked on a pitch for a show. And I thought about my YouTube some more. And then I watched John Mulaney's special, Baby J. Which was really good. I mean, he's just really funny, and so I'm not surprised it was good. It was one of those things where there weren't really any jokes per se. It was just him telling, some pretty bleak things that happened in his life in a funny way. Those gloves making the rounds in LA. Yeah. But then I saw this TikTok. And I was like, we need to work on our comprehension. We need to work on our understanding. I'm going to show you guys this TikTok. Okay, so John Mulaney's special, if you haven't seen it, it's called Baby J. It's on Netflix, and it obviously is about when he went to rehab. So TLDR on the John Mulaney, just timeline. John Mulaney he's been an addict his whole life, but he was sober for 10 years. 4099, thank you for the Prime Gaming. So he was an addict, and then he was sober for 10 years. He is an addict, and then was sober for 10 years. And then the pandemic, really just made him fall off the wagon, as it did for a lot of people, because many of us were just sitting around with our own thoughts and nothing to do, celebrities included. So Mulaney fell off the wagon really hard and started doing coke again, which he's addicted to, as well as Klonopin, Adderall, and Percocet. Yeah, the whole 9 yards. So he his friends staged an intervention for him in December of 2020. So this was about 8 months into the pandemic, when he had just been popping pills and snorting lines like the world was going to end. So they staged an intervention for him, and that same night he enters rehab, and he enters a 2-month-long rehab. And then, as I don't think any of us besides John Mulaney and the people close to him will ever really know the full timeline, but from what it appeared to the world, he leaves rehab, goes back to work, and then in May he announces that he's getting, he doesn't, but it's announced that he and his wife at the time, Anne Marie Tendler, are getting a divorce. She puts out a statement that says, it was like, I am so disappointed that John is choosing to I'm heartbroken that John is choosing to end our marriage. I wish him well in his recovery, blah, blah, blah. And everyone was like, what? They're getting divorced? John Mulaney's the wife guy. So shortly after that, he is seen out with Olivia Munn, who some people have some thoughts on, myself included. He is pictured with Olivia Munn, and then he reveals on Seth Meyers' show, it was the first interview that he did post-rehab, that he's having a baby with Olivia Munn. And then people went even crazier. So divorce, seen with Olivia Munn, and then having a baby with Olivia Munn. And that was announced in September. And then they I might be mixing a few things up. And then they have the baby in November. EJS, thank you for the Prime Gaming. So the timeline's a little strange, because how did they have a baby at the end of November of 2021 and babies take 9 months? So the turnaround seemed kind of fast, and rightfully so. People were floored and had a lot of questions, and a lot of people were really mad because, listen, parasocial relationships don't just exist on Twitch, all right? Celebrity parasocial relationships are the OG. So a lot of people were really pissed off at John Mulaney. They thought they knew this guy, which is crazy. You don't know anybody. You don't know anybody but yourself. And some of you don't even know yourselves. But yeah, so he has this baby at the end of November 2021, and then that's it. He's with Olivia Munn. He's divorced. He's got this baby, and he's back touring. And then the next thing that happened that pissed a lot of people off. No, the baby was not premature. The baby was not premature. So the next thing that happened was John Mulaney had a show, and then brings out surprise guest Dave Chappelle in the midst of all of the transphobic fighting between the trans community, and then Dave Chappelle, and then the Netflix shit happened. And then John Mulaney has a show and then brings out Dave Chappelle as a special guest, blah, 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 blah. So that was also a controversial thing that people were really upset at. I heard a lot of the people at the show were so upset. Yes, because Mulaney has a lot of queer fans. He even makes a joke in his stand-up special that about his audience, and his audience are women and a lot of queer people. So he brings out Dave Chappelle, and people were not cool with that. Rightfully so, right? Okay, so he releases his new special, and he's talking all about the night that his friend staged an intervention, and then his experience in rehab, and then finally leaving rehab. And it's really beautiful. He's very funny. It's dark in moments, but it's Mulaney, so he just has a certain way of delivering comedy that you forget it's so dark. Dude did not read the fucking room. No, he did not. Okay, all right. So anyway, sorry, that was a really bad retelling of the timeline, but I wanted to get to this TikTok that I saw about his special. Because his whole special was about how he was a drug addict, and there is nothing that is unclear about him being a drug addict. And at one point, he's describing how things are going to look a little different now. The way that he performs is going to look a little different now. And he's talking about his old way of performing, where he'd basically be like, and then I'd be over here and I'd be like this, and then I'd walk across the stage and be like this. And I wonder why that was. And the obvious insinuation there is that he was on drugs, right? That he was on cocaine, and that's what was making him have this type of energy, So this TikTok is making the rounds.
Here's my question about the new John Mulaney special.
Okay.
Very early on, he says, my comedy style has changed. You guys are probably used to seeing me do bits walking around the stage, talking in that high-pitched cadence like but I was over on the bench. I was over on the bench or whatever. And he says, gee, I wonder why that was. But then he doesn't follow up with anything. So I'm like, okay, is that you insinuating that you were on drugs that entire time? But I thought maybe I misunderstood, so I just let it go. And then later in the special, he talks about his Dr. Michael, who he said even before the pandemic even started would prescribe him Klonopin whenever he wanted it. And then later on, he also mentions that it was January 2020,
Okay, so here's I'll just let this finish, actually.
before the pandemic, that he tells his accountant, I have a serious cocaine problem. So I'm just so confused about the timeline here. Here's my question about the new...
Okay, this is so dumb. I cannot believe that this person watched John Mulaney's special and went, now wait a second, I've got a question. Makes a TikTok about said question that she has, and it's about if John Mulaney was insinuating that he was on drugs while he used to do comedy. She really thinks she's solving a mystery. I know, man.
John Mulaney special. Very early on, he says, my comedy style has changed. You guys are probably used to seeing me do bits walking around the stage, talking in that high-pitched cadence like but I was over on the bench. I was over on the bench or whatever. And he says, gee, I wonder why that was. But then he doesn't follow up with anything.
Yeah, he doesn't follow up with anything because that's how you deliver a line. I can't. He drops that that's the line. He's doing this whole thing and then he stops and goes, and I wonder why that was, and then moves on to the next part of the show. And I'm like, yeah, this needs no further explanation, random person on TikTok. Why, man?
So I'm like, okay, is that you insinuating that you were on drugs that entire time? But I thought maybe I misunderstood, so I...
Oh, man. And then the second part here where she's trying to figure out the timeline, I'm like, it could not have been clearer in the show when he's doing his stand-up special. She needs to hear him say I was on a huge amount of coke. I know. It's like some people just need things completely spelled out for them. So he is very clear in the timeline here. Of when he got super, super deep back into his addiction during the pandemic. So in towards the beginning of the pandemic, he tells his accountant to cut him off. Calls his accountant one day and goes, hey, I'm addicted to cocaine, so don't give me any more money. And then he does this whole bit about how he realizes that he needs money because he's addicted to cocaine. And rather than just calling his accountant back to be like, disregard what I said because the accountant works for him, he tells a story about how in the midst of being very strung out, he goes to a Rolex store with this plan to buy a Rolex and to pawn the Rolex for cash so he can go buy more drugs. And he tells this whole story, and then he's got a great line at the end where he's like, you might be thinking wow, I can't believe how stupid, how insane, how entitled this person is. And just know that's the story I'm willing to tell you. Okay, so that's the whole bit. So in this TikTok, she's like, I just don't understand the timeline. Blah, 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 blah. Dr. Michael, January 2020, before the pandemic. And I'm genuinely you guys, we need to, when we watch things, okay, before we run online and make TikToks or tweets expressing that we've just, we've got a question about this thing because things aren't lining up. Let's see if maybe we're the only person who is not comprehending, okay? Yeah. There is nothing, people who you have to spell the joke out to them or explain what every single thing means. Phone a friend before posting. Yes, please. Please, because what will happen and what is happening to this poor gal is she's being made to look a fool of on the internet, because every single person who has seen this TikTok is going, "Are you dumb?" Yeah, it's like when people ask you questions and you go, "Hey, guess what? There's Google." There is nothing that drives me more insane than when someone asks me a question. I'm like, "Oh, do you know what's amazing? We have this thing, and it's a thing that can answer any question that you have, and it's called the internet." Yeah, she accidentally became the main character for a day simply because she could not understand that a drug addict telling you a story about how he was acting cuckoo and going, "I wonder why," is because he was on drugs. Nothing more unfunny than needing a chronological breakdown of a joke, like seeing a timeline. Yes, I know. And then you're just like, "Ah, man. Come on, dude." Like I hate whenever I have certain friends who don't understand things. So if ever I'm telling a story or there's a joke or a punchline, they don't understand it. And then you have to explain it. It takes all the fun out of the joke and the story. And then you have to explain what you meant in literal words. And yeah. I'm guessing she's never been on drugs or around people on drugs. I don't know. I mean, I feel like people who haven't been on drugs or around drugs would still understand what he's talking about. If you guys go watch the special, please report back, because there is no question about it. Like, there was a 5th grader in the audience. He probably knew what was going on. Some people that will keep pressing for you to explain it. Oh, God, I know. And then you're just like, you know what? Never mind. Forget about it. Anywho, the special was very good. I actually think John Mulaney much more deserves shit for bringing out Chappelle at his show in the midst of everything that was happening. Like I explained with Netflix and Chappelle and the trans community, he deserves more shit for that than everything that happened in his personal life, right? People who flip shit because he went to rehab and suddenly wasn't the altar boy image, even though he's always talked about being an addict, and then got a divorce from his wife and then had a baby, like, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. It was this really weird thing where it almost, it was like the most parasocial I've ever seen the internet be towards a celebrity. Like, they couldn't understand that John Mulaney is an imperfect human. And I guess they thought that they knew him personally. Yeah, Altar Boy, the man who made Big Mouth. Yes. Anyway, it's a very good special. All right, this TikTok made me laugh. When the Taylor Swift concert ends at the same time you're on your way home.
When the Taylor Swift concert ends at the same time you're on your way home.
I'll take the street.
Look at everyone.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. We about to go.
It's so spooky. Literally scarier than any scene in Scream 6.
She's like, I gotta see.
One second. Careful.
Here they come. Oh my God. Amazing. The invasion of the Swifties. Yeah. Close encounters of the Swift kind. This is like those sorority vids where they open the door. Oh my God, like that haunting sorority vid. It's just like they look like demons in hell. And you know they're going to be singing the whole time. Oh yeah. Shake it off. Shake it off. It's the first Taylor Swift song I could think of. Yeah, the Swiftie horde. Okay, next. All right. I saw this. This person tweeted this and said, this is what the tweet said. And I don't know if they're being serious, but I did a little sleuthing and it looks like they are. Hollywood is done for. You might not believe me, but this is AI generated. Okay, so, anyway. Oh, yeah, I can't tell from the first 2 seconds at all. These look like very real people.
In a world of glamour and intrigue,
Yeah.
where nothing is quite as it seems,
So real.
one chance encounter leads
This right here. Yep. Look at the hands.
encounter leads to a night of unforgettable adventure and romance.
Wow.
The music, the atmosphere. It's like stepping into a whimsical dream.
Care to dance and make this dream even more enchanting, madame?
Featuring stunning dance performances, unexpected twists, and a touch of feline elegance.
Like unexpected twists and a touch of feline elegance. Wow, that's some great writing.
This whimsical and captivating romantic comedy set in the glamorous 1930s era is sure to sweep you off your feet.
This night just keeps getting more and more peculiar.
Well, they do say that curiosity killed the cat. But in this case, it seems...
Look at those cats. Look at that fucking cat. This toilet. They say curiosity killed the cat. Yeah, that cat looks like it has been killed by curiosity. Okay? That cat has been killed over and over again.
to have given it a double life.
From the visionary creator of Taste of Duality comes a movie that will leave you spellbound
Taste of Duality.
and craving more. Get ready to experience the magic of The Great Cat Spy. A celebration of passion, humor, and the pursuit of the
The
perfect
Great Cat
romance.
Spy.
Coming soon to a screen near you.
Wow. Amazing. Honestly, I'm sold. This person cannot be serious. Hollywood is done for. You might not believe me, but this is AI generated. Listen, okay? There are definitely things to worry about when it comes to AI, okay? And it's something that I talked about regarding the writer's strike, et cetera, et cetera. The main problem with AI is the question of who owns this, right? Who gets credited for it? Because AI doesn't create something on its own. It pulls from existing material. So yeah, there are some serious concerns when it comes to AI, but Hollywood is not done for. And the idea that AI is ending Hollywood is really dumb. It's really, really stupid. Maybe you forgot to watch the video because I can't even tell they used AI. Like, please tell me this person is... They have to be debating. AI generated works cannot be copywritten as of the now. Whether that changes, we will see. Right. Now, you know, AI will get better, right? Obviously, they cannot make hands right now. It is imperfect. It is improving though, and it will continue to improve. So they will definitely be using, I mean, they already do use AI in certain for certain things, but AI will become a bigger part of Hollywood, but it's not replacing Hollywood. He is dead serious. I know. I kind of think so. And I'm like, bro, what? Yeah, like it's impressive AI made that, but exactly. I think you can watch that and go, wow, that's wild, right? AI made that. But it's obviously AI, one, and it's not replacing actual human-made film and television content anytime soon or ever. Oh, he's the developer of the AI tool? Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was like, is this person being willfully dumb? He's grifting for this shit. Oh, okay, that makes sense right there. Have you seen? Yes, I have. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've watched some of that. The AI Tom Brady stand-up special. Yeah. Oh, bro. Like I understand the concern over AI, but I also don't think that we should be panicking. Like if you are a creative working in the industry, there are concerns, but AI will not ever create something better than what human beings create. I think the thing that bothers me most is the gleeful way in which so many of these AI art nerds crow about how they're going to end all these industries that they could never succeed in. Oh, yeah, no, fuck those guys. Yeah. No, they're fucking villains. Yeah, they're like, oh, you thought I couldn't be an actor? Watch me now with my AI. Count Jess, thank you for the 3 months. I also think I forgot to shout out someone out. EJS, thank you for the 4 months. Sorry, I missed you. EJS, and the 4 months. YZG. Sometimes I can't. YZGZ. Thank you for the 2 months. All right, we're gonna, I'm a little bit behind. I wanted to start the movie at 6, but I also wanted to watch Roy Wood at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. We could watch that afterwards. Maybe we'll do the movie. We'll start the movie around 6. We're gonna watch My Cousin Vinny, and then we'll watch Roy Wood White House CD because it's about 20 minutes. Wise guys, and then you know what? Joe Biden actually had some good quips. Biden shot some off at Fox News. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yeah, the Dark Brandon reference. All right, so breaking news. Jack Harlow proclaims himself the second best white rapper behind Eminem. All right, I don't really know Jack Harlow. I'm going to be honest. White rapper boys, not really my thing. However, I'm going to disagree with Jack Harlow saying he's the second best white rapper, okay? Because I can think of 2 white boys who would rap him under a table. All right? And here's the first one. Thing. Wow, what is this random fucking video that... Oh! I was like, what is playing next? Okay, so... Schmandy Schmellschmackes has been out here white boy rapping before Jack Harlow was even born. Oh, what's Marat Raid? My favorite piker. What's up, Marat Raid? All right, so that's the first one, okay? Oh my God. Acefin. Why do I never know how to pronounce? Ashfin. Ace? Oh man. Ash. Thank you. Ashvin, thank you for the 8 months. Every time I see it, I'm like, ass. Oh, I'm silly. I loved Andy's roast of soda poppin'. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I was rich when you were 12. Exactly. Okay. Andy Milonakis has been out here doing the damn thing before anyone else was born. Oh. Wait, Jaina, that means there's a third one. Okay, hold on. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this for the third one. SD Brewer, thank you for the 8 months. So, white boy rapper number 1, who is definitely better than Jack Harlow, who, to those of you just joining, has proclaimed himself as the second best white rapper behind Eminem. Okay, here's the second one.
My favorite activity.
Oh.
Look, they're fun.
Nope, that's not it. Hold on. Y'all might know what I'm you might know what I'm pulling up if you watch a show called Succession with the one, the only Kendall motherfucking Roy.
Everyone, it's a pleasure to have you here tonight to honor my dad's
L to the OG.
So, when Rhea was planning this, she asked me to help out with a little tribute of a certain flavor. And
Jack Harlow got nothing.
Well, here we are.
Is he about to strip?
I think he's going to masturbate on stage to a photo of Dad.
My boy Squiggle cooked up this beat for me. Check it.
My boy Squiggle.
Born from the North Bank, king of the East Side, 50 years strong. Now he's rolling in a sick rod, handmade suits, raking in loot. 5-star general, yo, best salute. Yo, bitches be mad, but the king
Jesus, no. Ken W.A.
I read it. It is burning my eyes, but I cannot look away.
L to the OG. Dude be the OG. A-N he playing like a pro. C. L to the
OG.
Dude be the OG. A-N he playing like a pro. Make some noise. A1 ratings, 80K wine. Never gonna stop, baby. Fuck Father Time, bro. Don't get it twisted. I've been through hell, but since I stand dad, I'm alive and well. Shaper of views, creator of news, father of many, paid all his dues. So don't try to run your mouth at the king. Just pucker up, bitch, and go kiss the ring. L to the OG. Dude be the OG. A-N he playing. Make some noise. When I say L, you say
OG.
L to the
OG.
L to the L to the.
You need to stop this.
L to the L to the
OG.
L to the motherfucking OG.
I think this might be the end of the company. We might get sucked into a black hole embarrassment that we never get out of.
Dundee in the motherfucking house.
Dundee in the motherfucking house.
Have you here?
Oh my God. Okay, so Kendall Roy, white boy rapper number 2, who is better than Jack Harlow. Old School Hassan has an entry for consideration. I do forget that Hassan is a white boy as well. But there's also a third.
Yes.
Man, you can pay people to do anything you want. Here's some money, Will. Make a Wendy's rap for us.
No. No, sir. No, I will not. No, I will not. No. 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 No.
Mm-hmm.
You will see a Will Neff OnlyFans before you get a Will Neff Wendy's rap.
The people demand a Wendy's rap.
Where's
There
our
is no
OnlyFans?
shot. There is no way in hell a sober Will Neff is going to make a Wendy's rap. It's just not going to happen.
Well, get drinking then, because we demand a Wendy's rap.
No. No. Negative. No. This is not Soda Poppin's channel where I will do things that make me uncomfortable and that are cringe.
Wow, this proves you can pay people to do anything. We'll go ahead and make a Wendy's rap.
No! I'm not doing it.
What's your favorite Wendy's meal, Will? Anything worth singing about?
What is happening?
Wendy's rap when?
You knew he was going to do it, too.
It's so nice
The
of
Will
you
Neff
to make a
Wendy's
Wendy's rap
has a better
for
ring
us.
to it than Will
No other streamer
OnlyFans.
would treat their community so well.
There is literally a cacophony of just bad ideas.
How about a ska song about the Baconator?
I'm a stud.
Dave Thomas is rolling in his grave. Call Wendy, she's crying.
He's
Because
just humble.
you.
50 Cent Wendy's rap cover?
Fucking hate you guys. I honestly hate you. I hate you.
Have you ever met Wendy's?
The Will Neff Wendy's rap has a better ring to it than
rapping
Will
about the Baconator.
OnlyFans. Chef Club demands a Wendy's rap so that
think
we
people
can use
just
it
kept
for delicious
donating.
food. I came to this stream because Wendy's personally d me and said it would happen. Will, if you can put Rickety Cricket into the Wendy's rap always Sunday, will be happy.
Will, I
Hey,
just want to
Will,
say,
my wife Wendy called. She just told me she's expecting.
he
these
considers
raps.
himself
Okay,
a
we'll
decent
compromise.
freestyler.
Make a rap about eating ass then.
So I don't know why
Turning
he's
off
being
the
shy.
alerts.
Oh yeah, wow. That's
I'm
for
doing this
cool.
one time
Gifted a tier.
because you're terrible fucking people.
Here we go.
Liam Neeson, Call It Taken. This is a rap song about bacon, Baconator. You are shaken. I pulled it out one time, quaking. Eat it up, 6 slices. That's right. Baconator, Baconator, Baconator. Give you some dick at night. Walter Macon, a song about bacon. Got on the track and I was on shaking. Now you're quaking. Song about bacon. Call me John Hader, Baconator. Bitch, I am Le Mayor. S'il vous plaît, real all day. Sacre blue, lay it on paper. The Baconator for you. You. There, I'm done. Never again. Never again.
Keep going.
You're spoiled.
Oh,
You're
it's so good. It's so good. So anyway, that is those are 3 white boys. But yes, I heard that recently
Damn. This shit goes hard on mute.
Hassan has decided to start a rap career. And I believe it might have been in response to I Show Speed and Kai's very, very good song.
Yo, it's the MAGA king. Let me speak my mind. Got my red hat on. I'm not afraid to shine. I'm the voice of the silent majority. Make America great. That's my priority. We need solutions, not just empty talk. To solve the problems that we face, let's walk the walk. We need to put America first in all we do.
Oh, he was watching the Vice doc? Oh, right. The Vice doc of the MAGA rappers. Gotcha. Speaking of Kai and I Show Speed's song, I will say they're not white boy rappers, but I would give Jack Harlow the dub over their rapping. Oh yeah. Oh boy, I listened to a couple seconds of that. And yeah, if Mr. Fence Sitter comes out and says what he thinks of the song, then you know it's bad. Yeah, you know, why would they choose to pick quite possibly the most annoying sample of all time? That's my question. Who let the dogs out? In my humble opinion, is one of the most annoying samples of all time. Did you already play it? No, I didn't. If you link it, we can play it.
MAGA, we're making history, bringing back the jobs, that's our victory. Fake news, they don't want to see us win, but we're winning anyway. Now that's our sin. They try to divide us, but we stand strong. Stand strong. Stand strong. Fake news, they don't want to see us win, but we're winning anyway. Now that's our sin. They try to divide us, but we stand strong. We're the movement. We're where we belong. Sucking two cocks at the same time. I love that move. Is my favorite.
Oh shit. Oh my God. Got peas on my head, but don't call me a pea head. Yeah, all it needed was a little professional production. That's true. It's called Two Cocks. Yeah, so here's my question. I don't know if Harlow is saying best white rapper, like best white male rapper, because there are also female white rappers that I would put over Jack Harlow. To be honest, I don't really listen to his music. I feel like it's probably good, but that it probably is indistinguishable from other 20-something-year-old white rappers. Okay, let's see. No. I know this one. Yeah.
I've been throw up the sex in and I can put you in.
Like
I can put you in.
I mean, of course he's good, but
I've been throw up the
I literally could not. If you were to play me probably 5 other white rappers who were like him, I couldn't distinguish.
And I can put you in.
Yeah, it makes me want to listen to the Fergie song. True.
I can see the whole city.
Anyway, we gotta start the movie soon, but I listen, I was a fan of Mac Miller, okay? Rest in peace. So I think it's a little bold of Jack Harlow to be proclaiming himself the second best white rapper behind Eminem when Mac Miller existed. Are you still into doing freestyle rap? Oh, haven't thought about that in a long time. Mac Miller, Action Bronson is great. I don't know. Like I said, I am not an expert in white rappers, so those are just a couple that I came up with, but I'm sure that there's more. A$AP Rock. Oh, Will likes that. Yeah. Will likes that person. Ari at home. Hello. Let me listen to some. Hold on. Let me listen to some A$AP Rock. Not to be confused with A$AP Rocky. All right. What is.
Flash that buttery gold, jittery zeitgeist with by the watering hole. Water patrol, water we the heart, how could be art buckery suddenly? Not enough young and as long for the.
Trying to see if I've heard any of this. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really think Jack Harlow has a super unique sound, if you know what I mean. It's not to say that he's not a good rapper, but I'm not kidding you. He kind of sounds like any average white dude on SoundCloud. It all sounds the same. His voice doesn't have a particularly unique quality to it versus like
Why you think I'm out here acting crazy? Why you think I'm out here acting crazy? Why you think I'm out here acting crazy? Ma, you know I'm still your little baby. All my life I was a fuck up. Now I pull the truck up. Same bitch stuck up.
Most rappers just talk about themselves as the best. I don't know why it's a hyper focus on this guy and then it's easy as shit on. Yeah, I think he's an easy target. Okay, guys. We're gonna start the movie because I'm trying to stick to my timeline. So this is your chance. Actually, no, I know what I'm gonna play. We gotta play the video. This song was pretty good when he was younger. Whoa! All right. Sorry, guys. We gotta move on from white boy rapping. Okay. Pulling up the movie rules. When I say L, you say OG. You know how it goes. Here we are going to play our movie rules. It is a time for you to get a snack, to get a blankie, to get whatever you need. Get comfy before we watch My Cousin Vinny, which is the movie tonight. Got my coffee. Gonna pull up the movie. It's a groovy time for a movie time. Bop. Bop, bop, ba, bop. Okay, so we're watching My Cousin Vinny, which famously was the film that gave Marissa Tomei her big break, and she won an Oscar, the Best Supporting Actress Oscar, for her role as Lisa Vito, and she has a very, very iconic scene in the film. And we talked about Marissa Tomei when I was going through the Oscars controversies, because there was I don't even think he was really a film critic, but I'm trying to remember what his name was. Whoever it was that started the rumor that Marissa Tomei actually was not the winner and the real winner, and the reason that she won was because Jack Palance, who was presenting the Oscar, who was very drunk or stoned or both, was unable to properly read the teleprompter and misread the name of the winner. But it's not true. And Marissa Tomei did win, and she did deserve to win because she was really fucking good. Who's deleting your messages? Dan's typing and deleting his own messages. Okay, a couple other fun facts. The writer of My Cousin Vinny, who's the fucking, what's his name? Dale Launer. He came up with this idea in college because he knew somebody who took the bar 13 times and couldn't pass, and then finally passed. And he thought to himself, man, I wonder what it would be like if that person was your lawyer. So that is how he came up with the character of Vinny, who is played by Joe Pesci in the film. Yeah. So he thought to himself, what would it be like if you were on trial for murder and your lawyer was somebody who took 13 times to pass the bar? And then the last fun fact is that originally the two main characters, they wanted Ben Stiller and Will Smith to play the roles, but then they were worried about having a Jewish guy and a black guy in the court system in the South. So they scrapped that and they just went with two white dudes. Last thing. And I hate that I have to do this, but I know that inevitably people will be like, oh, that's not cool. There's a character in the movie who has a stutter. Now, the actor who plays him actually grew up with a stutter in real life. So he was pulling on real life experience, but it is something that both the actor who plays this role and then the director have regretted having this character do because of the backlash from those in the stuttering community